Introduction. Peacewick University, PU, was founded as a teacher training college specializing in post-16 education in 1935. Adriana Cortez, the president, has ensured that the university has an emphasis on meeting the needs of 21st century society. Piecewick has strong IT, business, electronics, medicine, engineering, and media faculties. Piecewick has both teaching and research functions in all its faculties. The growth in research into artificial intelligence and medicine at Piecewick has been particularly impressive. Growth and challenges. In October 2019, Piecewick was one of the most popular universities in the country. Student satisfaction were very high in a January 2020 survey. The university is organized as a not-for-profit business and has a board of trustees made up from representatives of the community, employees, businesses, and government. The academic year runs from October to July. Piecewick is having a challenging year because of recent major developments in the external environment. The university has had to make significant changes to how it operates. Throughout 2020 and 21, there was an economic recession in the country A, and it may continue for several years. In addition, in September 2021 there was a catastrophic accident at a nearby chemical plant. The impact on the surrounding area was severe. The explosion caused a large amount of damage to nearby buildings, including to student accommodation, lecture theaters, and other university buildings. In addition, part of the teaching campus was contaminated by harmful chemicals. Many of the teaching facilities became unusable and will remain so for at least 2 years as the cleanup operation takes place. Local water supplies have also been contaminated, and the water is still not safe to drink. Fortunately for Piecewick, most of its research facilities are on a separate campus several kilometers away and were not affected by the accident. In September 2021, all on-site teaching stopped for 2 months while some very limited classroom accommodation was found elsewhere in the city and on a separate campus. For the rest of the academic year, efforts were made to ensure courses continued to be delivered in these temporary classrooms and by providing lectures online. However, the university had insufficient IT equipment for the lecturers, and many of the lecturers had inadequate IT skills to prepare and deliver high-quality online courses. Many students lacked the necessary IT equipment or internet connection to attend online lectures. Some international students had to return to their home countries, as their accommodation had been damaged. Some students demanded compensation because the courses did not meet their expectations, and some employees were made redundant. Adriana and the trustees worked hard to reduce the impact of the problems and, thanks to excellent work from the university employees, the impact on student learning was minimized. The Faculty of Medicine received a large amount of funding from the government to research medicines for reducing the impact on people and animals of exposure to dangerous chemicals. The Faculty of IT received funding from the founder of one of the world's largest software companies to research the use of artificial intelligence in detecting contamination. Business plan. Before the disaster, hopes had been high for Piecewick for 2021 and 22. Piecewick's business plan for 2021 and 22 was originally based on an expected increase in student numbers. The plan included building a new lecture theater and a new building for the Faculty of Music. The plan also included installation of renewable energy sources on the university campus and an improved pay structure for lecturers. However, it soon became clear that the plans were unrealistic. For the academic year 2022 and 23, student numbers are predicted to be much lower than originally expected. Many local students have decided to postpone their studies for a year. Many international students will not return to complete their courses. International students pay higher fees to the university than the fees that the university receives from local students. In 2021 and 22 Piecewick's revenue fell, but Piecewick still had to pay employees, maintain buildings and pay general expenses. Faced with a major cash flow problem, Piecewick had to find ways to reduce outflows. Reluctantly, Adriana made 10% of teaching staff and support staff redundant, while 20% of staff were moved to part-time employment. Adriana decided to maintain Piecewick's aggressive marketing strategies in contrast to most other universities, which were cutting marketing budgets because of the economic recession. Adriana saw marketing expenditure as a worthwhile investment. The promotion emphasized Piecewick's achievements both in research and teaching, its services for students, its high levels of student satisfaction, and its competitive fees. By January 2022, the standard of teaching at Piecewick nearly returned to its earlier high quality, although in a different format. Much of the teaching remained online, which enabled lecturers to meet smaller groups of students face to face. There were fewer student complaints, but there was still anxiety among the teaching staff and some of the research staff who were not involved in frontline research. In addition, cash flow problems worsened. Some hopes. However, in February 2022, the university has good reasons to be positive about the research functions and teaching at the university. The Faculty of Medicine's research into medicines is proving positive following testing on the public. Financial support from pharmaceutical companies could result in commercial production of the medicines, once approved. The Faculty of IT has produced prototype equipment using AI that enables improvements in the ability to detect and identify contamination. As 2021 and 22 progressed, evidence indicated that Piecewick's marketing was increasing student interest for the next academic year. However, applications for student places at Piecewick remained low. Increased training improved IT skills for some lecturers, and there seemed to be less discontent among students about the quality of the courses. The government and some computer manufacturers helped provide IT equipment for students and employees through government grants, but there were still significant shortages of equipment, particularly for economically disadvantaged students. For Adriana, most of her time and energy has been spent on the critical problems at Piecewick: recovery, cash flow, and managing redundancies. Human resource management issues at Piecewick. Staff turnover in the Faculty of History is high. Recently, many of the faculty resigned, despite few job vacancies in the domestic economy. Adriana is also having to deal with several cases of alleged bullying by Jim Summerfield, the head of the faculty. One former lecturer, Patricia Hughes, is also taking Piecewick to court, claiming that she was unfairly dismissed because she had complained to the university newspaper about the management in the faculty. When Adriana spoke to some members of the faculty, she found low morale, anger at how Patricia had been dismissed, and fear about further redundancies. It seems some sexist and racist attitudes flourished, despite Piecewick having equality policies. After further investigation, Adriana found that Jim had become more controlling. Adriana was surprised because she had known Jim ever since the establishment of the faculty, and he had a reputation as one of the best historians and managers the faculty had. She also heard rumors in the faculty that claimed Jim's change in behavior had been caused by personal problems. She needed to sort the problems out before they caused further damage to the faculty and the university. Ethical issues at Piecewick. Piecewick's mission statement is based on inclusivity, social responsibility, excellence, perseverance, commitment, resilience, ambition, and creativity. The articles governing the university include transparency, freedom of speech, and tolerance. Failure to achieve some of these articles has recently been alleged in social media and is now appearing in national newspapers. A recent appointment as a trustee of the university, Jones, is causing controversy. Jones is a director of a multinational computer company that is funding some of Piecewick's IT research. Political activists have discovered that Jones is descended from a family that used slaves on their sugar plantation in the 19th century. The activists want her removed from her role. The Student Politics Society has invited a guest speaker who, in the past, has been accused of expressing anti-Semitic views in one of his books. The society is arguing that freedom of speech should be upheld, while other groups, including students and lecturers, say that the university should not be a platform for intolerant views. One of the companies funding medical research at the university has been accused of exploiting least developed countries, LDCs, by overpricing medicine in those countries and selling medicines that have not been approved in the European Union or the United States. Sustainability issues at Piecewick. Part of Piecewick's corporate social responsibility, CSR, relates to ecological sustainability. An unexpected consequence of the accident has been a large reduction in resources used by Piecewick. Fewer employees and students at the university has led to significantly lower energy consumption. It also means less waste, less use of water, less pollution, and a reduction in PU's carbon footprint. For the first time, all of Piecewick's electricity is coming from solar panels installed on some unused land near the research facilities. In contrast, greater use of online teaching has increased the energy use of computer servers and broadband. Adriana wants to maintain the momentum of change, to ensure that Piecewick continues to improve its sustainability as it returns to more normal operations. She thinks that ecological issues are not the only issues suitable for sustainability policies. Rebuilding the damaged part of the campus gives Piecewick an opportunity to continue with its sustainability programs. The way ahead. The future for Piecewick remains uncertain. Adriana is waiting to see if student numbers increase again. The accounts are a cause for concern. The successes of some of the research projects suggest further growth and investment in those areas of the university's activities. The university would like to grow its teaching provision too. Already included in Piecewick's long-term plan are refurbish teaching facilities that were damaged by the accident and open a campus in Country B. Adriana thinks that, in the shorter term, Piecewick needs to revise its employment contracts to try to restore morale to the teaching staff following redundancies. The IT training programs need to continue and be expanded as new ways of working are introduced. She also thinks that the university cannot continue as it did in the past, with many facilities underused outside of term time, lecturers often traveling around the world to attend conferences, and Piecewick relying so much on the higher fees paid by international students. Some faculties within the university would have to be reviewed. Research suggests that the number of students studying history and international languages has decreased in the last few years, and this trend is likely to continue. This decline at Piecewick reflects falling interest in those subjects in schools. Some trustees have suggested no longer offering these subjects and using the subsequent savings to expand further provisions to the faculties of medicine and IT. Even in difficult times, Adriana is determined that the university should not stand still. She wishes she could see what the future would bring, the decisions would then be so easy. We wish you all the very best for your business management examination, May 2022.